Morning everybody, Troy here, Outside Mindsets. Just a video I said I'd upload regarding my garden, give you a bit of a tour. I was starting the chicken in the chicken coop. I've just had to clean them out. I didn't film that because I didn't think you'd appreciate me shoveling out chicken muck. This is their coop, their run, sorry. They're out at the moment in their run because I've been cleaning them out, obviously. I put some treats down for them to keep them occupied while I'm cleaning out the chicken coop. This is their coop here. Let's look in here. There we go. And that's their little nesting boxes. There's a few eggs in that one. There's none in that one. Oh, there's one right down the very bottom there, if you can see that. Their feeder, which is obviously kept in here because unfortunately they've got to be kept in their coop because of this bird flu. So I mean, I've got to clean them out every other day. This is their timer here, and then that's the box that lifts up the door, which obviously is closed at the moment because they're not allowed out to be mixing with wild birds at all. So I've had to close that down. I normally set it in the morning to come out. They come out 8 o'clock and then back in. The door shuts again at 5 o'clock. It's absolutely brilliant time. I've had a lot of trouble with foxes here. I did have a dawn till dusk timer, which sort of opens the door when it gets light, closes it when it gets dark. The only trouble is in the summer it opens the door at like 5 in the morning. So Mr. Fox is still on the prowl at that time in the morning. So, you know, since I've done this, touch wood, I haven't had any problems. I haven't lost any more chickens to foxes. Got a couple of turkeys. There's a turkey there. There's another one just there having a peck about. I usually go down the bottom here. Come on, girls. You can't go. Sorry, you can't go out. Sorry, can't go in there today. Come on. Come on. There you go. There we go. So I'll just turn that round. When I get through the gate, shut it, 'cause he'll be following me through. Right. And this is where they usually they come down this little bit of wooded bit at the bottom. And you can see there's bushes and all sorts of places for them to scratch about and eat the bugs, the worms and the slugs. I have a good scratch about down here. And then we get down to the bottom. This is the bottom here. Oh, let's go through these nettles here into the corner. This is, oops, careful where I'm walking. This is the far corner. There is a little shed down here which is going to be turned into a coop at some point. That's the corner of our property line, just literally there. And the electric fence runs. Right, let's see if I can get without touching the fence. It runs right the way up to the top of the tree. We'll walk up there and I'll show you. And it runs all the way along. If you can see it there, yeah, all the way along there. Look. Let's just get to the top of here. We go out the other gate. And this, whoops, get up here without slipping over, which I've done many a time. And we come out of this this gate here. It's a little bit stiff, but there we go. I'll shut that. And we've got a couple of composters there. The leaf one there, and this one here I use basically for all the chicken waste, which is brilliant fertiliser. It's lovely stuff once it's all rotted down, with loads of it as there. And then we walk up along this bit. Then we have our beehive, which, oh, we've got a few, let's see if I can zoom in there. We've got a bit of life there today. It's a little bit warmer today, so they're all just starting to come out and have a little bit of a forage, as you can see there. It's whoops, one's flying around my head. Let's leave those alone. And we'll walk up the side of here. I'll show you up the top part. They're still actually bringing in bits of pollen, the bees. They're amazing things. I mean, originally it was my wife's always wanted to keep bees, and we've never, until we moved here, we've never had anywhere where we could sort of keep them. So my wife done a course. It was after lockdown. It was booked when the first lockdown came in. She was due, and of course, once the COVID started, that was it. Everything was cancelled, so she couldn't do it. So it was like 2 years before they opened up again, which she's done last year. She's done the course. We got the bees in May, beginning of May, and I mean, I've got my own bee suit now, and it's something we do together, and I absolutely love it. They're just amazing insects, absolutely amazing, and I love it. It's just so calming, relaxing, and you know, and they've just been such good little bees this year. They really have. And we've had some honey. We had about 20 pounds of honey, which was unexpected, you know, because the guy said, oh, you probably will get a little bit of honey, but you know, and we got, you know, it was beyond our expectations, that's for sure. But absolutely love it, and we're gonna hopefully split and start a new colony this year. So we got another hive. Right, it's me fox trap which I made out of pallets. It's not actually in use yet. I have set it, put a little bit of bait in it. It's like dog biscuits, just to get them used to going in there. And I've actually got footage of a fox going in there. I mean, if you want to see it, let me know, and I'll stick it on. It's only a short clip of it sniffing around and going in, you know, but it wasn't set. I know a lot of people think, oh, lovely furry creatures, but unfortunately, if you keep poultry, it's so disheartening. It really is. And there's so many of them about at the moment where I am. It's just unbelievable, and they're just, you know, just got to do something about it. So right, we'll head up to the top corner now. This is probably my favourite part of this this bit. Oops. So yep. Get up here. That's the far corner here. This is sort of a bit of a dumping ground for some rubble and that, which always comes in handy. I just love sitting up here and then looking across here. Look. Then you can sort of just look right across everything. Look. It's got a great view of it all. Look. It's lovely, isn't it? It's just the fire pit there, which is lovely. Sit there, cook some sausages. That's lovely. And then here, I was thinking about. Well, no, I'm not. I was thinking about doing it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna build a little cabin just up here, out of pallets. Brought my first one down today, and then I'll sit it roughly here, and then build like probably a little like little decking area where I can just put a chair on, sit there, build a little bed in there, so you know I can camp out down here and have a look, see what's going on. And then that's the view you've got there. Look, I'll see if I can zoom in. There's a viaduct over there. I'll zoom in on the. There we go. There, look, runs along there. Look, across into the valley. I'm going to cut those few branches off just there, so it gives me a better view across the valley. But I just absolutely love it. I could sit up here for hours on end, sit up here just watching, and it's amazing what you see. Absolutely amazing. And then I'll walk down. We'll go down here, and it's just down a slippery bit again. I don't want to. Whoops. Fall over there. There we go. Whoops. I mean, this is usually all grown up here. I cut it twice a year. It's wild. I cut little like pathways into the grass. I mean, you can't really. You can see there is a little pathway there which I cut, so you walk in the pathways, and then the rest of it is just left to its own, all the wildflowers and bits and pieces. Lots of foxgloves, wild foxgloves. They look great. Brilliant for the bees. It's just as an old shed that was here when we come. It was originally the chicken coop I did use to start with, but there was no actual floor in it, so it's a nightmare to keep clean. So I used another shed which was usable. This is my little wood area for me chopping me logs, and my little drying shed. This was a pigsty which I just jacked up onto like stilts on each corner and use that as my drying shed. There's another gate down the side there to my chickens, which I can use. Let's have a look in here. This is me log shed in here. Got some logs down there, all nicely seasoned. These have been in there for a couple of years now, so these will be used this year. My log splitter is there. That's a godsend for knotty wood, really is. Here is me. Let's have a look. There we go. That is the blackbird's nest. There's a little short clip on there with the chicks in it. She actually raised 2 clutches. Believe it or not, it was great. It was lovely to see. Right, here's me tyre for splitting me logs. Really brilliant hack. If you've got an open fire or a log burner, get yourself an old tyre. Get some cut logs, put them in there, split them with your axe, then just take them out, put them in your bag. If you split it onto the big log on there, when you hit it, it flies all over the place. I mean, it flies over there. You've got to run around picking it all up. Put it in there, brilliant hack. I mean, if you're interested, let me know, and I'll do a short video on how I do it and how I use it. It's such a good little hack. It really is. Right, we'll take you up to here. I'll show you. We've got a spring here. There's another one over by the bees, a little one. This is the spring there. This actually dried out this summer for the first time. I mean, we've been here just over 4 years, and it actually dried out. You know, I know it was a dry period, but that was the first time. I mean, if you'd walked into it, it would have been like wet mud in there, but there was no surface water. So obviously the water tables come up. This is another little pen. I'm probably going to do away with it. I'm not sure yet. It's just not safe to keep chickens in, for the foxes. It's just, I mean, there's a little shelter over there for them. I mean, that's the chickens. That's the other side of the chickens here. I mean, I was thinking about possibly cutting a hole in this side of the coop and putting another timer in there, so I could, you know, neutralise the same thing, which isn't something I might do. Something I might do, maybe. but we'll see. We'll see. Otherwise, I'll just take it down and reuse the wire and the posts for something else. Right, let's see that old oak tree there with that bark that's been chewed off. The owner before, she had sheep down here and an horse as well. And it was just mud when we moved in here. This was just complete and utter mud. There was crap everywhere. It was unbelievable. Right, let's have a down to the corner here. Oh, there's some roof in there which a neighbour gave me. It's like the cement roof. It's not asbestos. It's a cement which I could use for my little cabin, which would be handy. I knew it'd come in handy at some point. I'm a bugger for that, for keeping stuff and thinking, oh yeah, that'll come in handy, and I'll squirrel it away. Oh dear, but well, that'll come in handy. That'll save me a couple of quid. That will. This is the corner where it ends over here, and then we've got. Oh, this is me bonfire corner. I need to have a bonfire. Get rid of some of this. Get rid of some of this old wood here. It's not much good for anything else. It's quite rotten and woodwormy, so can't really reuse it. I don't like to throw anything away, especially timber. I like to reuse it. This little section here, there's an ash tree that's come down there, and you get lots of foxgloves. I don't know if you can see the remnants of them sticking up, but they've the seeds on them was everywhere. I've scattered them everywhere, so hopefully next spring we'll have a nice show of wild foxgloves everywhere. We get some wild poppies as well, which is good. They're getting more and more, which is good. That's the old ash that fell down. That's the gap between it. Look, I've cut that for firewood. And there's some on these ash trees, dead ash trees. There's like a fungi that grows. It's a black, and it goes hard. And I've got some I took off in the summer and dried it out. Let's have a look. I don't know whether you can see. There we go. See that black dot there? That lump there? I mean, I don't know what the proper name for it is, but it's King Alfred's cake. And you wild campers, it's brilliant. You can start your fires with it with your ferrule stick. Is it where you rub it down the sparks and it starts the fire? Well, this stuff catches and it smoulders, and it's like it'll last for ages. So you get the smoulder, and then you can put a bit of a dry material on it, and off you go. It's absolutely brilliant. If I can find the stuff I dried out in the summer, I'll show you and do a little video on the of sparking it up. It's amazing stuff, absolutely amazing. Right, then we're coming up to the top here. I planted some willow trees along here for a bit of cover from the top. These were a couple of years ago, but they were literally twigs, and now, I mean, this is like, you can see the thickness of that. I mean, it was so thin, it was literally as thin as that old foxglove, and they've just grown amazing, and they must be, God, 10-12 foot high in that short amount of time. Absolutely amazing. Here's the root from the ash tree that fell down. This is the top, the bit where we walk down from the top. I'll show you that in a minute. That's our greenhouse up there. Let's walk down the bank here. Oops, here we go. I'll show you the this oak tree here. There's a couple of these what you call nuke boxes, which the bottom one is made out of pallet wood, and the top one is made out of some old ply I had knocking about, and pallet wood again. They're for starting new colonies of bees, which hopefully we're going to do next year when they start. This tree here, if I can come round to get, hang on, let me get a decent angle. Let's see if I can zoom in on the, there we go. See that hole just up there? Woodpecker hole, lots of woodpeckers about here. There's a bee's nest in there. It's been there for 3 years. This will be the 4th year if they come back, or if they've survived through the winter again, which they've done for the last 3 years. So hopefully they'll be back again. They swarmed last year. It was just amazing sight, absolutely amazing. And at the top of that same tree, let me see if I can zoom in on the top. Right, see just there, the top of it at some point has broken out, and this year there was a tawny owl nesting in it, and I was stood up the top part where I showed you where I'm going to build the cabin, and it flew across through the trees here, flew across and then landed in the centre of there to feed the chicks, and it had a mouse in its mouth. Amazing, it's brilliant sight to see, absolutely brilliant. And then this is leading up the path here, and this leads up the steps. This was just a solid bank when I moved in. It was just a drop. It's still not perfect, but it's much better and much easier. Then we've got the gate there. There's the greenhouse I showed you there. Fruit cage that side. And then this opens up here. That's our veg patch there. That's our little bungalow up the top there. These are all apple trees here and plum trees. That's a little pond we've done this year. Wildlife. Just for the wildlife, that's it. I mean, hopefully we get a bit in there. I have seen a frog in there, so hopefully we get a few in there this year. And these are all the trees here. This is the top of this is our little garden bit here. Here, this is my little, that's my little doggy's grave there, Wallace, bless his little heart. I do miss that little dog. And then it leads just up, I won't walk right up the top now, but if I can zoom in, there's some decking there. You can see it goes up another set of steps there, and then we've got some decking out the front, which is lovely, which looks down and across there. And you can see all the apple trees we've got here and whatnot. And that's about it. So I'll jump off here. And thanks for listening. Be safe. See you later. Bye.